Alright, so it's been a hot second since I've done a video. I actually ran into a family member recently that told me how much they enjoyed seeing my garden on Facebook, and I haven't really shared much outside of some blooms from this spring. So I figured I'd go ahead and post this one. It's because I used to do pictures all the time to track what I was doing and like make notes for myself for the following year, etc., etc. And then last year I decided to go with videos, and it was partially to show my mom what was going on before my surgeries, because she was the one that was going to help take care of it until I got better. And then I realized this year that it made my life so much easier because I can just go through and watch a 10-minute video and remember a metric ton of stuff versus having to go through notes and pictures from the previous year and try to figure out, what it is I want to do and the things that I wish to recall that I might not naturally. But the herb garden and this flowery bed thing are doing well. All of this catnip's coming out today because it has mostly went to seed now. There are some bees on here, but there are so few blooms that it's just all going to come out. Let's see. Onions still seem to be doing well. I've checked a few of the bulbs and they look like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm not really sure why they're all flopped over like this. I absolutely have no idea. But they're still growing, so, it is what it is. The leeks and the bunching onions, however, are absolutely fantastic. I've never grown either one. Bunching onions are kind of similar to just plain white onions, but green onions like you would get at the grocery store. But leeks are an entirely different animal, and I'm kind of excited about this. I can't wait until they're ready to be harvested so I can cook one and see if I like it. Alright, now over here, the tomatillos are fantastic. They're super happy. The two eggplants that are kind of hiding within them seem to be super happy. There's already tomatillos on the vine, like little, I'm going to call them paper lanterns because they look like lantern plant dealies. When I get to the other side, I'll find one. Let's see, that eggplant has caught up a lot. The other eggplant has caught up a lot. There's still two that are pretty puny. I actually broke that pepper by accident, and it's actually in my greenhouse, seeing if I can reroot it, because then I'll have a house pepper plant, because why not? They are poblanoes, and they are producing pretty well so far. I haven't harvested any yet. It's too early. God dang it. Keep dropping my coffee. But there is a metric ton of peppers on this plant, and I'm super happy about it. So, let's see here. I don't think the one that broke is going to necessarily catch up all that much, but that's okay. That is my Aji Cherapito. Oh, and it's got little peppers on it finally, too. That's awesome. So pretty. I love the leaves on it. And then my Chinese 5-color are loaded, still with the purple. They're starting to turn. They're getting kind of a lilac color now, so this is going to be fun. I love these two because they're so pretty. Then my favorite peppers ever, my sugar rush peaches. There's 3 of them there. They're doing great. They're covered in blooms. I know there's some baby peppers on it because the bunny broke a branch off of one of them and it had some baby peppers on it. So either way, they're covered in blooms. They're going to be awesome. Let's see here. Oh, and then I do have this random lychee tomato that showed up from last year, because this was my lychee bed last year, and I didn't get anything off of them because they got invaded by some sort of bug. So I figured I would let this one go ahead and grow, and this one apparently, because worst case scenario, I can get seeds from them and do another patch next year, because they were these really cool little red fruits that I really enjoyed. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and there you go. Now you can kind of see little angels. I think it look neat. I'm happy that they're producing. Alright, and then on the food front, we're going to go do the squash first. All of these have been infected by vine borers, and I've treated them, and they seem to be recovering well. But why that one moved is beyond me. Let's see here, a lone marigold that germinated, kind of surprised me. I don't have any zucchini forming yet, but there's been lots and lots and lots of blooms. So, cucumber's doing great, making its merry little way up the trellis, has lots of blooms. And then the butternut are doing great too, starting to move them up the trellis. And then the tomatoes. I pruned these last night to get some of the bottom foliage off, just to make it easier to let them breathe and be able to monitor pests and that kind of thing. And the ground cherries have already started ripening some on there, so I need to harvest those today. I know it's not going to be a lot, but I'm super excited anyway because I love ground cherries. Lemon basil's doing great. All of the micro tomatoes are doing great, and most of them are loaded with tomatoes. Thai basil's doing great. These tomatoes are the black cherries, and they are doing phenomenally. They're the tallest ones on the trellis, because if you compare them, I mean, they've got a couple feet on the black strawberry ones, but these are so cool. They're starting to look neat. It's when they develop, they have these cool stripes on them, and they'll turn like super dark purple on top and kind of like a pinkish red on the bottom, so it's really neat. I'm excited. They take forever to ripen, but it's fun. And then over here, all of the tomatoes are doing really well. Everything seems to be growing nicely. As you can see, clean the bottoms up a little bit, make it easier. I don't prune my tomatoes. I do clean the bottom foliage up, and like I will take leaves off to improve like the sunlight that gets to the tomatoes to ripen them if I need to, because they do have a lot of leaves, and when they start getting higher up this trellis, it will block out the sun if I don't keep up with that. But I don't actually prune any of the runners off or anything like that. I tried doing that for a couple of years, and my tomato production was terrible. So this year I'm not doing it, and we'll see if it makes much of a difference. I do have an orange accordion already. That's freaking awesome. It'll get a lot bigger than that too. But that might be the only one of my full-size tomatoes. Oops. So far. That's okay though, I can be patient. And then yet again, lettuce leaf basil's doing fantastic. I need to deadhead it, he's trying to get a seed again. All the micro tomatoes are absolutely covered. So much so that that one has fallen over. I might need to like create some tiny tomato cages apparently. And then yet again, my purple basil is no longer purple. I have no idea why. It's kind of weird. But it's going to taste the same, so I don't care. Alright, I guess that wasn't technically the last thing. I do still have these up here too. So, elderberry bushes are absolutely covered, but I haven't been watering them because I don't even want to know what kind of water bill I'd have if I did. But they're tiny. I hope these get bigger before they start ripening, because these have already started ripening, and they're so small. Like, I don't even know that it would be worth it to try to make anything out of those. So, I think I'm going to let the birds have this one this year, and hope that the other ones get bigger, because I had a family member that was hoping for some. And then the grapevine, it's been eating pretty good. Apparently we had another storm come through and I didn't catch it in time. But it's not dying, and I do still have some clusters of grapes that are trying. So, I'm not upset. But we do definitely need to figure something else out about the trellis, because it's getting a lot bigger than I expected. And it's, yeah. So maybe I just need to trim some of the runners off and see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, and then these squash. I forgot about these squash. These squash have vine borers too. And they're causing damage. But I managed to kill the one, I think, in this plant. It's this plant that I haven't killed them yet, because they like infested it, man. Like all of that is damage from the vine borer. All that little kind of yellowy cream colored, I don't even know what to call it, crumbly looking stuff, is where they've chewed through the vine to implant themselves. So I need to come out and actually do something about it. Most of the time they'll survive it, but I think this one might need a little bit more help, because it's getting kind of yellow. So we'll see. And then everything in this fence line is doing great. I do probably need to come through and water. I need to come through and finish doing all this straw so that I can start getting the grass to go away and actually putting other plants in here. So I want to put ground cover and have it shaped into kind of a flowy bed. It's not going to have a straight line like that. My husband thinks it's going to, but it's not. I want it to have more of a natural feel to the edge of it. I don't like straight lines. It has absolutely no nature feel to it at all, I guess is how I should say that. I don't know. Anywho, that is everything for now. The deep water seemed to make them happy. I'll be happy when I can finally start getting food off of it. Outside of the onions and sugar snap peas that I had. I guess I did get those, and I have tons of basil and things, so I shouldn't complain. But I want the tomatoes, damn it.